Wow, breaking news. $2,000 fourth stimulus check targeted for Social Security, SSDI, SSI, low income, seniors, and people with disabilities. In fact, into the 2021, the $1,400 stimulus check was intricately linked to a political promise made during an election campaign. Yes, you heard it right. The reality is that politicians, regardless of their affiliation, they have a history of utilizing taxpayer dollars to make various promises and secure their votes. Now, as we anticipate the unfolding drama of the 2024 election cycle, it's an essential recognizing pattern of politicians making grand promises, taking out both sides of their mouth and offering potential benefits to gain your support. Now, this is not a new idea, this is not a new phenomenon. Well, it's an established trend into the world of the politics, and that is why it is so much relevant to our financial well-being. And well, that's my friends, it's so simple. Politicians love to make commitments, promises that involve financial perks like stimulus check, and those including making commitments that involves financial perks if elected. We have seen this happen before right here into the previous years, and it's not even exclusive to any side of a political spectrum. It's a game of promises in the midst of the elections. Your financial well-being is the topmost priority, and that's where we are going to ensure that you have the necessary information, your necessary benefits, your necessary insights to make the decisions for yourselves and your loved ones. Today in this video, I have got some fantastic news to share with you. What about us? What's really going on? What about the seniors? What about the older adults? And what about the fixed income beneficiaries? Now, it's definitely a fair concern I hear from you. Yes, you are included in a $2,000 fourth stimulus check. Yes, you heard it right. This one is specially aimed for fixed income beneficiaries. That's right, we are talking about all of those group of people who are living on Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI survivors, SSI beneficiaries, VA, RRB, low income seniors, older adults, and of course, people with disabilities. You see, guys, there are lots of things happening out there into the economy, and sometimes it can feel like certain group of beneficiaries are consistently left out. And that's why I wanted to take a moment to address a crux of this video. That's why we are here to talk about the potential $2,000 fourth stimulus check update. Alright, now this is not just some random news, it's a deal that is going to impact whopping 70 million plus beneficiaries across our great nation. So without further ado, let's deep dive into all the details. But however, guys, before we do, a quick shout out to all of you who are joining us for the first time. If you haven't yet already subscribed, make sure to subscribe. It's completely free to do so. By subscribing, you'll be joining onto the journey to stay informed and empowered onto the latest update and crucial information that's hitting the news each and every day that affects your money, your benefits, your lifestyle. So without further ado, let's jump right into all the details and let's understand what's really going on. Many people are grappling with credit card debt due to higher prices and lack of money. That's why 2024 is an election year, and guess what? What exactly happens prior to elections? Politicians love to make promises, and that's where potentially send out tons and tons of benefit in order to gain votes. Now, before I discuss all the details, what it exactly means for fourth round of stimulus check, let's discuss about the year 2024. Yes, this year holds a significant promise for millions and millions of Americans in need for the financial support. Now, I definitely understand that many of you had a burning question and concerns, but trust me, guys, I've been reading through all of your comments and I'm here to address all the questions head on and get on with it. Many of you have been asking where we currently stand, especially those who are on a fixed income beneficiaries. You're worried about whether you'll be included into the new wave of the stimulus check support. Stay tuned because I have got some answers coming your way. But first, let me quickly touch upon few recent topics that have been making the news. So have you ever heard about the child tax credit payments? They are talking about reinstating these payments, and there is a recent discussions going on regarding it. Now I know many of you not here directly apply for it, but here's the thing, it's always a hot topic nonetheless, and it's one of those topic issues that often have some rightful wondering, what about us? What's really going on? What about the seniors? What about the older adults? And what about the fixed income beneficiaries? Now, it's definitely a fair concern I hear from you. There are lots of things happening out there into the economy, and sometimes it can feel like certain group of beneficiaries are consistently left out. And that's why I wanted to take a moment to address a crux of this video. That's why we are here to talk about the potential $2,000 fourth stimulus check update. However, guys, before you get too excited, let me clarify that as of right now, no fourth stimulus check have been approved. No specific dollar amount has been approved. However, there is an economic climate which is showing some signs that there is a strain into the economy that usually sets a stage for additional financial support. Now, I know many of you have been asking whether you'll be included this time when the fourth stimulus check will be announced, and I have seen those concerns showing up brewing into the comment sections for years now. And believe me, guys, I get it, but here is the thing: the fear of being left out can be a very realistic one, especially when we have seen these things happening before. But here is the thing, guys: when it comes down to the stimulus check and various benefit programs, there is a very important point you need to understand. Typically, there is an income-based criteria. It's all about whether your income falls below a specific threshold or not. So let's address the elephant into the room. Now, remember that one time with the child tax credit payment, yeah, it wasn't exactly tailored for the fixed income beneficiaries, and that was truly frustrating. And we get it, like, I know it's frustrating. No one likes feeling being left out, but here's the thing, guys: I wanted to reassure you that you need the eligibility criteria for those while receiving the financial aids. Generally, the income-based threshold are the one which are implemented. So unless there is some unusual clause excluding a specific group of people is included. Now, I know no one likes feeling left out, but the reassurance you need is the eligibility criteria for the financial aids. Well, here's the thing: those financial aids generally come as a income-based criteria. So unless there is some weird clause excluding a specific group of people, which is I doubt highly unlikely, you are most likely included. And therefore, one of the critical aspects to consider is how these programs are structured around income thresholds. Income thresholds are very much important, and you see, when lawmakers pass these bills, they often attach a specific income limits in order to determine who is eligible and who is not. So let's break it down further. Now, talking about the recent stimulus numbers, those numbers were based on income thresholds. For instance, for individuals, it was somewhere around $75,000, while for married couples, it was about $150,000 threshold. Similarly, for certain other stimulus program, these thresholds could vary, but the underlying principle remains the same. So if your income falls below a set threshold, then you're considered eligible for these benefits. Now, before you start worrying, let me reassure you that when we talk about these thresholds and the fixed income beneficiaries, the majority of them typically fell well below this income limits. And yes, there might be a small exception for this one small group of people, like some receiving social security retirement beneficiaries might still be working and they are earning substantial amount of income as well. But for the vast majority of people, this isn't a concern to worry about. So in the case of the future round of stimulus check, it is highly likely that you are likely going to be included. And I definitely understand that it can be disheartening at some times to feel like you are being left out of the loop all the rounds of stimulus check, and we have been seeing it happen before, and it's not a pleasant thing. But here is the thing, guys: rest assured, the idea of excluding a significant portion of the population from such aids is highly unlikely, for especially for the fixed income beneficiaries, and the goal is to ensure that those who truly need the benefits, the assistance, can access those financial aid, those benefits, regardless of the source of their income. Now, whether it's coming from the job, small business, or any other revenue source, whether it comes from stock market, bonds, income is income, and that is what matters right over here. Now, let's talk a bit about the broader economic landscape that we have been seeing. Now, we have seen our fair share of the market crashes and economic downturns over the past few years. And guess what happens each and every time when economy takes a downturn? Well, it's the same old tested strategy of printing out bunch of money and sending it to the people in forms of various stimulus packages, and it's a pattern that has been around for decades. It's not likely going to change anytime soon. In fact, here is the thing: with each successive crash, the amount of the money pumped into the system seems to increase each and every time. Now, to put this simply, there is a strong likelihood that we'll be going to continue seeing those financial aids coming, especially during those turbulent hard times. And I know there are a lot of concern into the comment section. Particularly, I hear that whether I will be included or not. But here is the thing: rest assured, if you fall within a certain income threshold, then you'll be definitely included. Would you like $200 monthly increase in your monthly social security checks, or would you like $2,000 stimulus check, a one-time payment, and that's it? Which one do you think is more beneficial? Now, answers could be different, but generally, people would most likely prefer $2,000 one-time payment because it's initially the highest amount that you'll be going to receive instantly. But here is the thing, guys, you need to rethink your choices because let me break down all the details for you. Now, here is the thing, guys. Typically, a stimulus check is a one-time relief that you get, and that's it. Now, here is the thing. There are tons and tons of discussions going on for $200 monthly increase, Social Security 2100 Act, various bills, packages, reforms. So, which one is beneficial? Whether it's $2,000 one-time fourth stimulus check or $200 monthly increase that you'll be going to receive on a monthly basis, that means 12 times in a year. Which one is better? Well, here is the thing. While stimulus checks are not the same as the increase that you'll be going to receive, the $200 increase offers ongoing monthly support. Like you pay your bills, groceries, and spend the money on a monthly basis. Monthly increase offers ongoing support, while the stimulus check is a one-time lump sum payment. Now, it's very important to consider the long-term consequences. Which one gives the most amount of benefits? So $2,000, basically you receive the $2,000 and that's it. You'll be not going to receive any payment on a monthly basis or anything of such kind. With the $200 monthly increase, it's advantageous because with the raise to your benefits, it can provide beneficiaries with the $200 per month, resulting in more money in the people's pocket in the long term. So let's say you are going to receive $200 per month. So if you calculate for the 12 months, that is for a year, you'll be going to receive $2,400 in a single year. But if you surpass a 1 year of the benefits, then it becomes significantly important because here is the thing: $200 receiving for 24 months, that is 2 years period, it comes at $4,800. And here is the thing, it's an ongoing monthly support. So instead of a one-time lump sum stimulus check, a raise to your monthly benefit is much more beneficial into the long run. But getting more money isn't always a good thing because you need to also consider the taxes. While stimulus checks are traditionally not taxable, they have been classified as refundable tax credits. They are not counted as an income. However, guys, the $200 increases may be subjected to the taxes because those are increases to your monthly checks. So depending on your individual's annual income, if your income exceeds $25,000 as an individual or $32,000 as a married couple, then you may need to pay your taxes on additional benefits. So that's the another side of the equation of receiving more money on a monthly basis. When deciding between the two options, $200 or $2,000 for stimulus check, while $2,000 stimulus check may be more beneficial as it is not taxable, but other option is also crucial to consider. If you receive $200 increase on a monthly basis, let's say if you surpass 2 years of period, then that becomes a substantial amount of benefits like I described. It becomes more than $4,800 and there is obviously some tax deducted. Deciding between what kind of a economic relief should government provide to the beneficiaries, it's the lawmaker's choice, it's the policy maker. They typically allocate the amount, the type of the benefit, whether it's monthly ongoing payment, one-time stimulus check. So moving forward, it's worth keeping eye on all the latest updates, all the latest news. I'm here to keep you up to date on all the latest developments, whether there is any new update regarding the stimulus check on federal level, state level, whether it's about your monthly benefits, proposed bills, packages, or any changes to the economic landscape that might affect your finances. I encourage you to leave your comments down below and questions so I can definitely answer into the next video. Subscribe, make sure to hit that like